Okay, this is fine. That's not fine. Oh, no. Fade, Moira. Fade. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to OverAnalzyed, the glorious Overwatch Coaching series. We are back for the new year. It's 2020. It's beautiful. And I've fixed my camera. It turns out the camera actually broke. Like, it literally died, but it was covered with Canon warranty, and I got a new one. So I got the same model again, but it's the same. It's a new one. It's the same new one, kind of. Yeah, anyway, it should look the same. It's pretty much running the same options as it did before. So if it fails, then yeah. Hopefully it won't fail. Anyway, guys, if you want to send a video clip in for consideration to play on this series, you know what to do by now. Follow the instructions that are on the screen throughout the video and in the video description below, and only send me YouTube links. I will not accept Google Drive links. I will not accept random files in a zip folder. Nice try, by the way. And all of that stuff, do not send that stuff to me. Those emails will just get instantly deleted. They won't even get read. Sometimes they might get opened, but then if the attachment's bad, then they get deleted, ladies and gentlemen. I only accept links to YouTube, and that is it. All right, guys. So today, we're going to start off with a bang. Now, I was going to start off with a GM one for 2020, but I thought, no, let's start off at bronze. We'll do bronze first. Maybe we'll do a GM one next week. And one of my friends has entered World of Warcraft. Beautiful. I don't know if you guys seen that. You probably did. Anyway, what we're going to do is, I guess let's play this and let's just read the email, because it's a bronze player, but it's a bronze player with a very kind of sad problem. All his friends are gold and he can't play with them. And this is why Overwatch can be a bit sad sometimes. Quite sad indeed. Anyway, we're going to try and help this player because we want him to get into gold at least. So this is what he says. Sir Stylosa. Now, I don't recall being actually giving a New Year's honor by the Queen. Because in the UK, when it's New Year's, the Queen New Year's honours list, it's when you become a Sir or like a Baron or whatever. I don't even know what you become. You become a Sir, right? I'm Sir Stylosa, apparently. So I'll take that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let's carry on. So he says, I'm crying for assistance. Bronze hasn't done me any good. I've been stuck in bronze ever since Season 5. For Season 13 and 14, I was actually in silver. Ooh, okay. I have a problem that's even bigger. All of my friends are gold. I'm the odd one out. It's a sad story, ladies and gentlemen. And then he says, I'm a subscriber since 2017 to your channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love it. Okay. So this is sad, right? Actually, there's another email. Hang on, there's another email here. There's another email. There's an email. It says, I haven't read this, so this might be bad, me just reading it straight out, but I'm going to do it. A further explanation is needed. I'll try and censor myself as I do this, if I need to. My aim is pretty mediocre. My game sense isn't good, and I haven't played the game that much since 2018. Okay. I have around 150 hours on the game, and I brought it on January 2017. I still don't have a gold gun, but I think it's coming soon because I have 2,300 golden gun money. Golden gun money. So I got the golden gun money. Boo! Oh, man. I've never heard it called that before, but that is beautiful. That's what Blizzard should call it, golden gun money. My most played characters are Soldier 76 and McCree. Okay, all right, cool. Let's do it. We're on Temple of Anubis. Now, remember, this is a bronze level game, guys. So, team comp is going to be dodgy. All you need to do at this level is just play the hero that you're comfortable with and get to know the hero and just understand the real simple fundamentals of the game. Okay. let's just see what you do. So this is why you're bronze, right? Watch this. Just watch this. So I think what we'll do for this is we won't focus too much on... Let's just pause. We won't focus too much on, ultimate synergy, higher level tactics, all that kind of stuff. We won't focus on that. What we're just going to focus on are what you're doing as a player and what you need to stop doing, and you will just instantly get back to silver, and then you'll be able to get to gold. Getting to gold is easy. I'm going to just straight up say that, right, guys? Gold is average. It's really, really average, and it's easy to get there. Bronze is like bottom 500. We discussed this in a previous Overanalyzed, but it is. You're bottom 500 if you're in bronze. So there's not a lot of people down there. So it must be easy to break out of it, right? Well, it is. You just have to do a couple of simple things. And this is what you should not be doing. Watch this. So we peek here. We don't have a barrier. There is literally nothing here to stop damage coming through and hitting us. But the worst thing we do is we stand still. Watch how crazy this is. If I just... No, I haven't. Watch how crazy this is. Right, watch this. We're standing still. This is insane. If they've got a Widow, a Hanzo, or anybody who can hit us from that range, we're just going to die. Sigma comes in with a fairly okay shield to keep us up, and we're pushing around to the left. So all in all, And by the way, I friggin' hate that phrase. It's literally a non-phrase, but I'm going to roll with it. All in all, this is actually kind of impressive for a bronze level game. We've got a pick, and we're pushing as a team through the left. I kind of like this. This actually isn't too bad. We flashbang this. Okay, we're a bit slow on the flashbang. So the way we deal with the D.Va is we just flash and fan the hammer immediately. As soon as she's flashed, fan the hammer into it. Will do more damage than you firing at the headshot critical zone, which is easy to hit with D.Va because it's in the middle. When I'm saying instantly flashbang, what I'm saying there is, just to go into a little bit more detail, is try and avoid throwing it straight into her face because she might have defense matrix up. Or if you see defense matrix drop, then you know you can flashbang. If you don't see defense matrix, potentially she could bring it up to eat the flashbang. But at such point blank range, more often than not, that's another one of those non-phrases. Just spam the flash straight into her and fan the hammer. In fact, it would just be like a muscle reaction to me. As soon as I see her that close, fan the hammer, flashbang, fan the hammer, and then just start firing into her. It would be actually flashbang, fan the hammer, roll, fan the hammer again. But she's been demeched here, which is okay. We've got free health, and we're charged by Reinhardt. Actually, that's a massive play there off Reinhardt. He's got 3 kills. It's an insane play because he's just gone in deep. And I always say for Reinhardt players, try to avoid being that type of aggressive Rein, because it's what we're typing here in the chat. Look, lucky. It's not lucky. It's not lucky. That isn't lucky. Reinhardt is... We're actually... We're winning this fight. We're winning this fight. How? Right, that's not lucky off Ryan. He's actually charged and he's gone in when, quite a bit of damage has been done to your team, whatever. He's gambled, right? He's made a play. It is crazy off him. It's not lucky. It's crazy. That's actually kind of nice. Let me just finish making this point. It's crazy off him, not lucky, because he shouldn't really be that aggressive because he's cut off from his team. At higher levels, he would just get destroyed. I mean, imagine if you had a man in your team, they'd just wall him in. You're a McCree, you could have flashbanged him potentially if your flashbang was up. But obviously, D.Va died beforehand. So there's a lot of things at play there. That was not a good play by the Reinhardt. It was crazy. Was it a lucky play? It was just a crazy play. Deal with it. But we're winning the fight anyway. But we don't need to type in the chat. That's what I always find really weird. Okay, this is an easy kill on the D.Va. Yeah, she's demeched. It's fine. Now, in this scenario, we want her to die fast because she's contesting a point. In every other scenario, if D.Va isn't contesting a payload or a point, you kill her when she's mini D.Va. If she isn't, you just leave her because she can't do anything when she's out of a mech. Okay, cool. So I've almost got fan the hammer. We're pushing forward. Again, like one of the issues with this team comp, if you want to be super critical. But remember, this is actually bronze. So that's the bronze logo, by the way. It kind of doesn't matter what the team comp is, so long as your team sort of play together. But even then, it kind of doesn't matter because if you just play well, you will get out of this rank. And I know that's a stupid thing to say, play well. But in bronze, there are so many mistakes that are being made that I could take any bronze player and in one day, I could easily get them to silver. I have no doubt about that. If you're bronze and you sat down next to me and I was like, right, do this, you would be a better player. Unless, of course, you physically couldn't like aim with the mouse or something or with your controller. Then, obviously that would be bad. But if you could at least aim and you knew how to play video games, you would be able to get out of this rank. So I always talk about this, don't I? Your accuracy, it doesn't seem like that too bad. In terms of the smoothness of your mouse movement, it's kind of like this, which isn't too bad. We're sort of aiming head height. Again, it isn't too bad. But this is just things that you will get if you play the game more. Just play more deathmatch. Play more competitive. Just play more Overwatch. Okay, firing into barriers is fine. Don't be afraid of fan the hammer. Roll fan the hammer at that range. Totally fine. It's going to put a good amount of damage into the barrier. Also, we can flashbang over his barrier if he gets close. Okay, so think about our team are pushing left. Okay, now we're pushing mid. Flash. Okay, let's see what you do here. Okay. Oh, where are we going? We're just walking through them. Now that's unlucky because we had a few kills there, but I think we're okay. Let's see what happens here. Like, it was really weird, that was, because I talk about bad habits a lot, don't I, with OverAnalzyed, especially at this level. And we all have bad habits at every level we play the game at. Nice kill on Ash. You just literally walked forward into the enemy team there with, like, no care, no respect for your environment. And that's going to be a problem. This is Overwatch where barriers are weaker. Tanks, arguably, are stronger, but barriers are weaker. So it means McCree has to be very aware of line of sight at all times. This means you can't just walk out into the open and expect to survive like you could before because there'd be barriers. You can't just sit behind an Orisa barrier because it's going to get destroyed. You can't just walk up the middle, especially with a McCree. McCree is the most immobile DPS in the game. He has to move or be in a good position and play the angles. All right, let's see what we do here. So Is this... Goes straight in for a Bastion. Also, I really don't like this skin, guys. I don't like that McCree skin. It's garbage. It's just garbage. I don't know what that's about, that skin. Maybe Anarissa. Yeah, good call. I mean, if they take an Arissa, I will be very surprised. It should be Zarya who does it as well. Because, I mean, we've got the Mercy, so we've got the damage boost there. Moira for the healing output. Oh, Lord! Oh, Lord! Oh, my Lord! I literally don't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe it. But you see how you spoke to that player? Maybe take one. It's fine. It wasn't a direct order, a command. It wasn't, Zarya, get off Zarya and play Arissa. You throw in the match. When you say things like that, people will throw the match. So well played. That's well played, right? That is a little bit there of sort of Overwatch brain you're showing me. And I friggin' love it. I love it. I love it. Also, he never specifically said to Zarya. He just said, let's get an Arissa. Which would be fine, right? Even if Arissa and Zarya, it's fine. All right. So, hey, you know what as well? I'm going to say this about... I'm going to go full count for this. I'm going to say this about Overwatch as the years have gone by. This is a bronze level game. Look at where the team are setting up. Look at this. You would not see this a few years ago in Overwatch because the player base was just worse. People have got better over time and they more respect the sort of the fundamentals of the game, and it's beautiful to see. Okay, so this is fine. Double barrier bastion. It's going to be very hard for the enemy team to break. We don't want to do this. We don't want to emote as the game starts because look at that. We could have been firing into the enemy team there. Again, that's a stupid, pointless, like, annoying thing that you do. Or that you've done. Okay, so we're playing behind the barrier. I like it. We're sort of... Somebody's pushing right. It's a Tracer. Flash. Could have got the headshot on her there, but okay, that's fine. I respect the fact that you've gone for the primary fire there, which is totally what you should be doing. Fanning the hammer into her. You just want to shoot her in the head and get rid of her. Totally love that. And also, it's just a... It's like a degree of individual respect for yourself. Okay, but we do need to be aware of it, don't we? We have to make sure she doesn't get into the back line or kill us, and she does kill us, which is unfortunate. Although we have killed their main tank, so this might be okay. Oh, we are getting res as well, so this again is cool. So we win this fight. We can push forward and help here. I mean, we can... Okay, I mean, there's another body shot, but it doesn't matter because Sigma helped us. But we do have a Lucio on us now, and there is a health pack that we could play with here. Although Sigma stole it. So, like, this is... It's bronze, so it's a bit messy. At the moment, all I'm seeing mistake-wise on the attack is you sort of were... You stand still and you just sort of walk through the middle of the map. Your accuracy isn't too bad. The way you're sort of prioritizing targets, again, isn't too bad. I mean, these are things that you'll just get better as you play more. But it's just the no-brain movement, which is causing you a lot of problems right now. However, this is okay here because we're just playing behind the barrier. The enemy team are not coherent. They're not together. They're not causing us any problems. Again, we've killed their tank. They're just walking into our bastion. This is going to be a problem at this rank. And it can be problems at a lot of different ranks where teams just won't work together to get rid of a bastion. They'll just keep feeding into it over and over again. The only danger is they build their... What are these guys doing? What are these guys doing? The only danger is like they build their ultimates and they all use their ults at the same time. Blah, blah, blah. Right, okay. So remember me talking just about... This is bronze. Moira, if you're a Moira player, why the hell are you down there? You should never be down there. You should be with your team. You're a main healer. This Moira is playing like a DPS, which is unfortunate. Again, Sigma should not be there as well. These players are horrifically overextended. They are just going to get pushed and killed, which is not what we want. Yeah, this Moira is just playing DPS. That is so weird. I guess it isn't weird. A lot of Moiras do play DPS, right? See, again, this comes from me playing like a microcosm at the level that I play at, where you would never see a DPS Moira like that. Maybe you would see, like, in like 1 in 100 games, you get a stupid DPS Moira thrower or whatever, or like a DPS Ana. But you don't see that every game. Like, to see that here and just to see it so apparent is weird. And also, it's gold medals, ain't it, Blizz? It's gold medals. That's what it is. Moira gets all the gold medals, don't she? Gold healing, gold elims, damage, probably. So I think that it's a good hero to play. What is she doing? Like, what is she doing? Like, at least she's backed off a bit in before she gets killed. Yeah. The other thing as well of note is you need to be aware of your... Nice. We could fan the hammer. Yeah, we should fan the hammer here. Be aware of what your Arissa is pulling, because if she pulls targets, just aim at where the Hulk's going to pull them and just fire into them. Easy damage, easy ultimate charge. We could have demeched that D.Va there. We should have demeked that D.Va, really. That's just an accuracy issue, but we could have pushed her a little bit as well as she backed off. Okay, this is fine. That's not fine. Oh, no. Fade, Moira. Fade. No. No. Why? Fade. Yeah. Oh, we've got to... What is this? Right, you should have demeked that. Oh, no. Dude. Right, listen. You've got to react to this, right? We've got roll available. Oh, God. We've got to roll the hell away. We have to roll. I don't care. Wait. Don't roll towards her. Roll back. Roll somewhere. Instead, we turn around and we're like, uh-oh, it's not too bad. And then we're dead. Now, we should have rolled. Moira should have faded, but we should have rolled. Oh, that is unlucky. That's how we lose this point. Oh, no, we get res. I keep forgetting we get res. Oh, Lord. Yes, get through the barrier. I like it. I like it. I like it. Nice melee as well. You don't often see that at this level as well, when firing and running out of ammo or, you know, just chucking in the cheeky melees. Nice little bit of poke of damage, especially when Brian was solo. Do like it. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. See what? Like, this soldier is just terrible. Like, he would... You see, like, that highlights what you were doing at the start of this round of your attack phase. He was standing still. How easy is he to hit when he's standing still? He should never have been standing still. He should have been moving. Always move. Always move.
I saw a ghost.
Like, what is this brig doing? Just kill the brig. Don't die to the brig. Good. Now push forward. So we haven't spoke much about the whole idea of the plan and the value and all of that so far. We've been touching on value, but the plan is just to get better at the game, which is like cheesy as hell. But okay, Lucio. Like what is this? Like, Lucio, you're never going to backcap the point. Ah, you can't miss flashes on a Lucio like that. Oh no. Oh no. What are we doing here? We're gonna flash him. We just let him... I mean, nice on D.Va. But what are we doing with this Lucio? Look at this. We've got flash. We can flash. We can flash. You can still flash him there. Okay, he's gone. Whatever. We don't care. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, we turn around. We turn around. Beautiful. We could have flashed him loads of times. And he's still on the left. You see, if you want to get... Oh, it's difficult talking about, like, okay, so this is like a huge disclaimer here, but it's very difficult talking about being active on the voice comp when you're at this level of gameplay, because you have to really focus on yourself, getting better playing the heroes that you're playing and understanding the game on a fundamental level, rather than going crazy on the microphone. Like, you get this sometimes at some levels where people are just active all the time on the mic. You shouting on the mic, like, kill D.Va, doesn't mean D.Va dies, right? I'm not saying you're doing that. It's just a random example. But in this case here, it would be nice if you said Lucio left, or Lucio is towards the left, or he's somewhere, because we know he's over there. Like, he hasn't got out. He's behind us. He's probably sitting up there by the large health. And we really don't want to play in front of a barrier. We've got a brig right on us there. Oh, no. Nice. Nice. Can we finish it? We can, but we get killed. That's unfortunate. But let's just go back here, because I don't like the way this unfolded. Because you know what I'm about to say here? Why have we given up our high ground position here? Well, like, we're in a nice position. We've got our ulti available. So this just goes back to, like, just using your head. And I think sometimes in OverAnalzyed, it's difficult for me to come across. And it's very hard to teach this, because this is just through playing Overwatch for so long. But you have to try and get a picture in your head of what's happening and what will happen. So it's quite clear here. The enemy team are in a bit of a weird position. We've got, like, Brig there. They're pushing kind of all over the place. It's like we're in an okay position. D.Va bomb goes off, so we instinctively run immediately off the high ground. Now, was that the play? All right, let's just watch this again. Because notice nobody dies on the high ground. We could have stayed alive on the high ground if we were aware of where the D.Va bomb's coming from. So look, we just run away from it straight away. Like, we're frightened of it. Don't be super frightened of it. Try and get yourself into cover. Now, though, let's just say we've made that decision. It's fine. Now we're here. We're going to push forward. We're going to take out the Lucio. And we get one clicked in the back of the head by a Tracer. So why? Why did that happen? Well, Tracer, we moved forward in a straight line, so Tracer could just shoot us in the back. Maybe we see the kill cam, actually. No, we don't. But she basically just walks... We walk forward. You can watch it happen here. Like, we walk forward, and we get shot in the back and immediately die. So, nice flash. Okay. One hit and a miss, and we just walk forward and get shot and die. It's all a bit unfortunate. Like, if this was to play out in a more ideal way, we remain on the high ground, avoid the Diva Bomb, and then we just pop Deadeye and kill everybody on this from the point here. We just basically Deadeye the entire point from behind. That would have been ideal. But things generally don't go ideal, do they? I mean, it's good to have a plan or try and, like, think about what you need to do, the steps you need to take to secure the win. I mean, maybe it's still kind of okay, actually. Oh, nah, it's gone. Totally gone. So, yeah, we just want to wait now for them to come towards us. I always say press tab more or bring up the score screen if you're on console, just so you can, on a very basic level, stay up to date on what the enemy heroes are. Because we know they've got a Widow, we know they've got a Tracer. They might swap the Widow. Maybe it becomes a Hanzo, so then we want to be a little bit careful standing out in the middle. But even so, if they've got a Widow, we don't really want to stand here, do we? So again, think about the problem with what you've just done there. We're standing out in the open, and the Widow could have pushed forward and just killed us because we're standing still. She didn't because she's a Bronze Widow, but if it's a better Widow, it will kill you. And that's not a great shield there, but that's an interesting moral. Tracer, I can hear Tracer. I've got wind. I can hear Tracer to the left. Tracer's in on us. Yeah, and Widow's top left. Nice, nice, nice. Huge. Widow was like Widow's over here though, right? Because we just seen a shot come in, so we know Widow's there. Again, let's just read the information, read what's going on. We hear Tracer sound effect. We're McCree. We counter Tracer. We go back. We kill the Tracer. Okay, we lose our Bastion. However, Bastion did take damage from the Widow as well. It wasn't just like Tracer came in and killed him. He got hit and then died. Whatever. We kill the Tracer. This should still mean we take this point or we win this fight. So Tracer, Widow's off to the left. We've just watched a fire a Widow mine in. We can see a Tracer. So what do we want to do with her? Get close and flash her. Excellent, excellent. So you did exactly what needed to be done. We're on a cheeky little flank. I don't mind you doing this, but we need to be really careful because we don't want to die here. On Temple of Anubis, like if your team die altogether or very quickly in succession, that's the win condition for the enemy team because it's very easy to keep contesting a point, right? So what we don't want to do is go, okay, we just leave this. We walk away. We do not kill this baby Diva because Diva is screwed. There's a very special thing about Temple of Anubis. You cannot kill yourself on Temple of Anubis. There is no way for Diva to kill herself. She has to farm up a new mech or go back to the spawn, swap hero, and go back to Diva, losing her ultimate charge. So us killing her here is completely a waste of time. We just leave her. We'll wall hacks up. So we don't want to walk back in a straight line. Oh, we are... Okay, we managed to get in. Remember, wall hack is still up. So yeah, this is the right thing to do. I totally like it. You can hear Tracer, but we need to be aware of the right-hand side here because there could be a Widow. We still need to be aware of this Widow. Wallhack is still up. Yeah, Tracer's behind. Oh. See, Tracer's not really getting much done here, so I'm kind of cool with that. The danger is, though, she gets another pulse bomb. Our Bastion kills him. Unlucky, but I'm going to say, right, this is mad respect for trying to do this all the time. Because you see Bronze McCree players, and all they do is flash and then fan the hammer. Like, mad respect, right? Keep doing that. Remember, like, I think a lot of the time with Overwatch, players get, like, really tied up in their rank, and every game is do or die. No, just try and learn. Just think, if I do this, will it make me a better player? Because all Overwatch is really about at the competitive level on ladder is getting above 50% win rate on the heroes you play. If you do that, you will go up through the ranks. Oh, we could have got a few more cheeky shots onto her there. Then you got distracted by the health pack. What are we doing here? We're trying to go for some mad... Okay. So exactly what was predicted happened. Bastion gets killed. We may... Nice. We're going to use our ult here. Nice. Okay, that was... You know what? I'm going to say that was actually kind of a nice little McCree flank. It was a nice little flank. I was a bit worried because all these ultimates we don't need. I don't know why we're using ultimates team when we've just won the fight. But hey, whatever. It was a nice little flank. The reason why is the enemy team had aggressed onto your team. They pushed. And you were in a really nice sort of slot where as they were pushing, you came around the back and it was nice. But I was expecting you to just massively overextend and die. One thing you will notice is heroes like McCree, like Soldier, like Widow, like Hanzo, Roadhog even. when you prioritize flanking, you can sort of almost cheese your way up through the rank. But you have to be careful because you don't want to be caught overextending all the time. What's Brig doing there? Flash above him. Yes. Yes. And then fan the hammer. Always fan the hammer into tanks. Fan the hammer. I mean, okay, or just shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back. That works as well. Flash. Flash. Yes. All right, so we've almost got another Deadeye here, which is beautiful. And it's pretty much last attack for the enemy team. Oh, that's really good for us. That is really, really good. Because the Diva Bomb would have been a huge win condition for them. But them just throwing it down there is not great. Oh, God. Oh, God. You need a timeout. Yeah, this is... it looks like our Riss has got a kill. At least we rolled away from the team. So that's okay. It's not another disastrous horse bomb. There is an argument here that you swap your hero just to get out quick, but I think we're winning the fight, so it looks okay. Yeah, you see your movement there, like you're getting caught on the map geometry. You walked into the... Like, that's just that's somebody who's not used to really playing the game. You just need to play the game more. If you just keep playing the game... I know it's stupid advice, but if you just keep doing something, you will ultimately get more fluid, more controlled at doing that action. What's critical with Overwatch, though, is you don't just keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, which evidently you are if you've played for 150 hours on McCree and you're still struggling with the map. You must have played Temple of Anubis loads of times. So why are we walking into the map there? It's all these little things you notice when you watch lower level play where they don't navigate the maps as smoothly. It's, you know, they're just little bits and pieces. But we win this fight. There's no way they can contest this. Yeah. Deadeye. Huge. Okay. No, I enjoyed that. Yeah, no, listen. I enjoyed that. And we talking on voice comms? I think we said nice. I enjoyed that because you are much better than Bronze. I think you're better than Bronze, right? But I think if I was to place you, I'd probably say you're sort of like... I'm going to say high silver. You're probably just kind of getting, say, unlucky. Maybe you're getting bad teammates. I don't know. But what you have to do is just play through that. Just keep playing and playing and playing. Remember, it's all about keeping that 50% average up. If we can get to a point where we've got plus 50% win rate, then we will just climb the ladder. And to do that, we just erase the mistakes that we've made. And what I want you to do is just play more. In fact, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Before you play competitive next time, I want you to play, let's say, 15 minutes of deathmatch. Go into the arcade and just play deathmatch, play McCree, and play it for 15 minutes, and then queue into a game. And then while you're waiting for the queue to pop, play deathmatch again. And just keep playing it with McCree. You need to just retain that sort of muscle memory with the aim so you can quickly snap and shoot targets. You will just get much better. And what I want you to do is not stand still when you fire and be a bit more aware of the map geometry so you're not walking into it all the time. Play around your barriers a little bit more and don't be frightened if Diva throws a bomb at you. It's like, oh God, no, the Diva bomb. I've just got to immediately run away. Try and quickly assess the situation, find cover, because we could have held that point, the first point, if we hadn't committed to rolling off the high ground. We could have fired Deadeye down from the high ground and probably killed a lot of them. Or, as we rolled down from the high ground, we could have even turned left, maybe killed the Tracer, then Deadeye through to the point. There's a couple of little decisions we could have made, but this is the critical thing I want you guys to remember. Try and look at yourself and look at the ways you could have made changes to your play to have helped your team to win. Now, I'm not saying the changes you could have made would have just ultimately ended in a victory. I mean, with this game, yeah, we win. But there will be games where you'll play perfectly and you'll still lose because that's Overwatch. You have been overwatched. It's just the nature of the game, unfortunately. All right, guys. I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember, you can follow the instructions in the video description below to send in your video clips. And as ever, if you really enjoy the video, guys, do like and subscribe and press the bell. If you press the bell, it really helps the channel. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.